And I know this is a short and sweet session, and I don't want to interfere with booze. So, without further ado, Chris and Eric, just in this past keynote, they went over a lot of stuff, right? We saw the CRM app for Outlook. That runs on both the phone and web experience. Excel integrations. We didn't show that, but really what this means for you is that you can create Excel templates. Let's say you have a forecast formula or template, Excel template that you want to let your sales organization use. Well, now with Excel integration, you can have templates that your employees can run. Information discovery. We have now integrated with, how many of you have heard the term Dell from Office 365? So with Dell now, imagine you're working in a sales scenario, an opportunity, a deal, right? And you're being presented with documents that actually make sense to the deal that you are actually interacting with. Dell is now first-party experience in Office in Dynamics CRM. We've added OneDrive for Business now. You've always had the ability to add documents to CRM, to SharePoint. Now, OneDrive for Business has been added. Now, the experience is no different. You have a list of documents, basically, irregardless of source, simply presented to you as an end user to consume. Document generation. This is a brand new feature that we're launching, which is, think of it as you have customer 360 information. You have everything that you need in your customer engagement solution. Well, why not, through document generation, automatically create a contract, as an example, automatically create documents that you want to share with your customer. You have the information, and now with document generation and Word, you can actually simply, with a click of a button, deliver these to your customers seamlessly. Machine learning and product suggestions. You guys saw that as part of the demo, right? It helps you in the cross-sell, upsell scenarios. So now with machine learning, we can feed to your line items of say those deals to say and suggest to the sellers, hey, by the way, you may want to look into this other product and cross-sell or upsell this customer on it, because guess what? All these other deals across the organization are purchasing these other items as well. And of course, the Cortana integration, right? That was I've seen that from the beginning stages, and it's just been transforming. What we're delivering to you guys is going to be an amazing experience with deep linking capabilities, right? So you can click to open records. So from a marketing perspective now, if you are a marketer, you're going to love this. SMS marketing. We made a lot of investments here for SMS marketing. Now, you can add that to your solution. We've also added email editor improvements. We've improved our experience and our digital asset management capabilities, right? We're going HTML5, and it's an amazing product. If we have a booth that, if you guys have time, please stop by. We'd love to show you this. From a customer service perspective, right? We've been making a lot of investments to have an omni-channel customer service capability in service. We are now offering voice of the customer capabilities, right? And this is just getting started. We have now the capability for you to send a survey through a designer, which you can do, make it available and send to your customers to get that feedback on whatever it is that you're asking them to provide. The interactive service of it, I'm going to demonstrate what that is shortly. We made an investment into redefining what an agent experience would be by creating a role-driven and stream application for service that is both interactive and is basically setting the foundation for the next generation of user experience across Dynamics CRM. And knowledge management. We now have knowledge management being a first-party experience built in natively into Dynamics CRM. 2 years ago, we bought a company by the name of Parachute. We took that IP, and now it is a first-party experience within CRM. Now, the beauty of this is that you now have knowledge capabilities or knowledge-based capabilities across any entity, what I call an entity, meaning an account, a contact, right, in CRM. But they can also we can also have knowledge-based articles for custom entities. So if you simply, let's just say an example, you wanted to surface some knowledge-based answers to a particular line of business, and you created a line of business app, you can make use of knowledge, first-party experience. Mobility. This is important now, right? Mobile first, cloud first world. Document management. Now our both mobile and tablet application support surfacing documents for you to deep link into. We have added mobile offline support. We heard it loud and clear. Most of you are on the go and you sometimes do not have access to internet. Well, offline capability is not going to be available. App-to-app linking, right? That's kind of someone talked a little bit about that, right? The ability to be in your mobile experience, clicking a document and opening it up, or clicking on OneNote, or clicking the phone number to get Skype for business to open, right? Now you're going to have these capabilities. It's going to include also a new modern and friendly UI. We've added now the capability to include iframing capabilities, as well as some charting controls that you can now start using out of the box. I'm particularly excited about everything, obviously, but task-based experiences are something that I think you guys will benefit greatly from, right? We made a lot of investments into what is called the business process flows, right? This is an organization-level, outcome-driven experience. So now, the individuals can actually leverage that as well, right? So imagine your employees having a task-based experience to accomplish a goal, to have an outcome. Now you have that capability through a designer so that your line of business administrators, your CRM administrators, your business analysts, your citizen developer can create these for your organization. In mobile management, right? We take care, we believe in security. Now, the CRM for tablet app and mobile app is going to be managed as well. If you have iTunes, not iTunes, Intune, now we're going to be able to manage those experiences. So we're not forgetting about IT, right? We made a lot of improvements to the user interface for the users to use, but IT is still front and center trying to secure this data, right? With Intune, you have that capability now as a first-party experience. And last but not least, social engagement, right? You've seen, I don't know if you guys saw the screen up front where we were kind of simulcasting the keynote. It was a big Twitter feed on the side. We're really excited now about our social engagement capabilities that we're releasing. We have now what we call a social center. From here, you're going to be able to reply to tweets. Go back to Facebook posts as an example. You don't have to go out. You can do it from within the application. We're going to have social CRM. Imagine someone going in a Twitter rant about something in your organization. Imagine grabbing that tweet and creating a case automatically with a click of a button to show up in Dynamics CRM customer service for agents to actually figure out what is the deal here, what is the problem, and take action. And we are now opening up as well social listening, which is basically how we do our sentiment analysis, right? We have a machine learning algorithm in there that basically figures out automatically is your tweet a positive, negative, or neutral sentiment, right? In native language. We don't translate it to English and then determine if it's good or bad, right? We actually go natively to the language. So we've added 14 additional languages to this new release. And with that, I missed the slide. Demos. All right. What I'm showing you here, this is for customer service, the interactive service hub. That's what we're calling it. This is an interactive experience for your agents to have role-tailored dashboards. Imagine what I'm showing you here is a tier 1 dashboard. You can have a tier 2 dashboard with different elements so that your agents are actually focusing on what they need to do. We have work streams. These are these streams on the bottom where it says my active cases and my priority cases. We have the interaction, which is simply clicking on these charts to then filter data, right? Then allowing your employees, your agents, the people that are front and center in your company to figure out what they need to do and better service your customer. I talked to you about a new experience too, right? This is the beginning of a new experience. This is an optimized, redefined user experience. We're starting with a case form here, right? You can see it's a bit more streamlined. A couple of things I want to call out here. The timeline. For those of you that have been customers of Dynamics CRM, you know how we have my activity or activity list in the middle, right? So I'm just calling it a timeline, right? So that actually agents can filter on that timeline to catch up, as an example, right? If they're taking over an escalated case. And now, knowledge-based integration natively. I can immediately present to an agent the necessary knowledge to help them resolve this case quickly. It's basically grabbing, right now, this is all configured. I just made it look at the case title so that everything that the knowledge base return contain words out of that case title. But that could be in other case attributes as well. From here, I can simply take actions, link this case or send this, link this knowledge base or send it to the customer. And now, let's kind of switch gears into social engagement, right? Some of you have seen this interface. It's been improved. We have more languages. This is actually looking at convergence EMEA live data right now. But what I want to show you is this. This is our social center. I talked to you about this earlier, right? This is where a social monitoring team, your marketing team, your contact center can simply be granted access to whatever you're reaching out on the web, on the social sphere that matters to you, whether it's your campaigns, whether it's your brand, whether it's, you name it, your product. An agent can be presented with these screens to work, not just monitor, but from here, a person can simply say, add this to my CRM system, Dynamics CRM that is. I can create a case or a lead, right? And that's why I said campaign, right? Because maybe I'm targeting users socially, and I want to know who's actively responding or retweeting my messages, right? Maybe they're an advocate. Maybe I want to follow up on that person to gain their trust, get them on board. Maybe if you want them to become an insider, you can do that with a click of a button. You can also reply. You can favorite these tweets or posts from within this tool as well. You don't have to go back to Twitter or other tools out there. You can do it from here, right? We're bringing all these tools back to you so that we can empower you to be more productive. And with that, I think I want to thank you for being here. I know the booth is waiting. Thank you. And come see us at the booth. Enjoy the